Hi and welcome to our next Sandy Prawn production. This week we're looking at Christmas wreaths, and when I think decorating your home outside is as important as decorating inside, I think it's a lovely addition to your home. So this week we are at Prawn HQ and we're going to get some lovely foliage, make some lovely outdoor door wreaths. So over to Dawny.
Yes, we're going to kick off by having a look around the garden and seeing what foliage we can include in our wreaths. We've got some holly, I know we've got some ivy, we've got some bay tree and lots of this green foliage, so we'll see what we can find.
So enjoy Christmas wreaths.
Right, that's lots of nice holly. There's some really nice little pine cones here still attached to the branches, so I think they could look quite nice. Let's grab a few of those. There's a good one. Let's have this one here. There's a couple there. And that one there. Okay, good. We have a huge bay tree here that just popped up. So I'm going to make most of my wreath out of this because it's lovely dark green. I think that will look very nice. So let's start chopping some of these off. Smells really good too. Okay, let's go and see what we've got. So here's our basket of lovely foraged items, and I've already gathered together some other bits. We've got some cinnamon sticks that I've just tied together with wire, so they're going to be wired in a little bit later on. There's some dried orange slices, so there may be space for them. I've got some pine cones, and then I'm just going to make a start really. So it started off life as just a plain ring, and I've covered it in string just to give it a little bit more of a rustic background, but to be honest it's going to be so covered with foliage you don't need to do that. And then all I'm going to do, I'm taking pieces of the bay tree that are about that length, and I'm going to lay them on top of the wreath at that sort of angle, so there's more on the outside of the circle than the inside, so they're slightly angled away, and then I'm just going to bind them in with my string, which is going to grip them like that. So there is about, well, we're getting towards halfway round. It obviously needs a bit more here at the beginning, but this side is looking quite nice, so I'll just keep going and then I'll just bump it up with a little more if I feel it needs a bit more foliage. Right, so we're getting towards the end now. I'm just tying in the last parts there, and then I'm just going to look to see if there's any holes that I need to fill, but it's coming together quite well. It's got quite a nice sweeping shape. So I think I'm pretty well where I want to be with the basic foliage now. So now I'm going to start adding extras. These pine cones are so lovely. I think I'm just going to lay them across something like that. Maybe just at the bottom, just have a bottom feature of pine cones. Yeah, maybe that way around. So I'm just going to tie them in now and then see where we get to after that. There we go, it's coming along. So I've added a couple of bits of holly now, just on that edge, to add to the darkness of the leaves, and I'm just going to add some other bits now. I'm just going to add in some cinnamon sticks that I've tied in little bundles with wire. They smell good. Just wiring in some orange slices now, just to add that extra dimension and make it very Christmassy. So there it is, nearly finished. Just a few bits to tidy up. I need to put a hanger on the back and then we'll pop it on the front door.
Okay, here's the beautiful foliage that I bought from home. Look at those berries, aren't they beautiful? Okay, so I've got my ring, I've got my string, and I've got my foliage. So see if I can remember how to get it started. So you lay the piece across the ring, and then you tie it through there, and then you take another piece sort of thing that once you get started you're okay. Right, so that's 2 on. We're just laying them across each other, laying the stalks across the last one like that. Ooh, got to really hang on to everything, and then wrapping round maybe a couple of times. Hold it really tight. Okay, come back to me a minute when I've done a little bit more. Okay, so I'm about a third of the way round. Okay, this is where I'm up to now. So just the last few pieces now, just laying them across, just bringing the string round and tying it going around a couple of times just so it stays really tight. There we go, 1, 2. And to finish with, I've actually got some ivy, and I'm just going to wind that round the centre part.
I was going to show you some of the indoor wreaths that I've made in previous Christmases. I've got a pom-pom one and a felt one.
And then I'm going to finish with a delicious Christmas pavlova.